He only eats the niggas. He didn't say anything about any of these white boys. And none of these white boys like that. And Katt is one of the best painters in the game. So why are you drawing all ugly pictures of us? Stop.
I'm glad you're here. Everybody wants to know, why'd you walk away from $50 million?
I wasn't walking away from the money. I was walking away from the circumstances with the newfound plateau.
Yeah.
People hurt people, but I'm a hurt person that never hurt people. And he does it all the time. This one and that one and this one. But nigga, I didn't hear anything that you did wrong. You didn't do nothing wrong.
Came in this business saying I was gonna expose. When I talked about Michael Jackson, when I talked about R. Kelly, they canceled me for these things because why would you talk about another black dude?
Ever since the Diddy trial kicked off, Dave Chappelle's been a total ghost. After that wild SNL sketch, he straight up vanished. Now people are whispering that Dave might actually be missing and not just laying low either. Some think someone's out to get him because of the stuff he's been exposing and the even wilder things he was planning to drop. But here's where it gets juicy. Katt Williams is allegedly in the loop and claims to know exactly where Dave's been hiding. Word is, certain big names have been trying to shut Dave down for years, ever since Chappelle's show had the game on lock. Dave never played nice. He went at Diddy hard, roasting him nonstop, mocking his outrageous demands, calling out the fake glitz, and clowning the whole bad boy image. His comedy? Brutal, raw, and bold. Dave was never scared to go for the jugular, even if it meant losing everything. That's the same guy who said no thanks to $50 million just to stay real.
This is what's up. You can live here, you can record here, you can be bad boy artists here, but if you want to do it, first y'all gotta walk to Queens and get me a sugar cookie. A sugar cookie, man, this is crazy. Yeah, come on, man. Bad boy.
But now, something's off. The vibe around him has changed, and fans aren't feeling it. Suddenly, he's being seen in all the wrong circles. The biggest red flag? Dave was last spotted hanging with Diddy, just days before Cassie dropped her bombshell lawsuit back in November. What was he doing there? Why so quiet now? Something's definitely not adding up. According to the Daily Mail, this wasn't just a run-in. Dave and Diddy were out here having dinner, laughing it up, and even dipped out together in the same car. That wasn't just a friendly link-up, it raised major suspicions. Especially since, by that time, Diddy allegedly already knew he had serious legal smoke coming his way. And when folks looked back at that weird shout-out Diddy gave Cassie at the BET Awards, "Thank you for holding me down in the dark times," it hit different. That didn't sound like love, it sounded like a warning. Now here's where it gets wild. After that dinner with Diddy, Dave basically went ghost. Not physically missing, but way too quiet for someone who's usually loud and raw with the truth. And for Dave, that kind of silence, it's out of character. Let's not forget, Dave and Katt Williams are known for being the industry truth tellers. When things get shady, they're usually the first ones calling it out. Especially with someone like Diddy in the hot seat, this is exactly the type of drama Dave would have ripped apart in his sets. But this time, nothing. Just crickets. The last time we really saw Dave doing what he does best was during his Saturday Night Live monologue. That was back when Kanye had the whole industry shook, talking about puppet masters, manipulation, and blackmail in Hollywood.
Dave, you realize, like, they could have just switched to medication and I wouldn't be here. And on the news, they would have said it was because of a mental issue, right?
Yeah.
I ain't never been back to the hospital since 2015, but every time they say I'm crazy, it's just when I'm saying the truth. So what's the crazy part, really? What's the crazy part, really?
Categorize.
They can't control me. You get what I'm saying? They can control Shaq. They can control Charles Barkley. They can control LeBron James. They can control Jay-Z and Beyonce.
But not you, man.
But they can't control me.
Not
You see, it
you.
ain't no name I won't name.
Exactly.
It's up.
Not you.
You know what I'm saying? And just for Minister Farrakhan, I love you, but the way you read that, I took that as a slight. You know what I'm saying? I'm taking no disrespect from nobody. So let's get on the phone and let's talk that out. I don't care who you are. I ain't taking no slights from nobody, right?
Dave did bring up Kanye, but when it came to addressing the real issues, the shady power moves, the control, the elites, he dodged it. Straight up danced around it. No deep digs, no punches thrown. And after that episode, silence. No Instagram Live, no impromptu shows, no edgy jokes. Just disappeared from the spotlight like he'd been told to shut it down. The internet blew up with theories. Some folks swore Dave dipped off to Africa again, just like he did back when he walked away from that $50 million Comedy Central deal. At the time, he made it crystal clear. It wasn't about the cash, it was about what came with it. He told Oprah to her face, once you hit that high level of fame, there's a cost. And some folks come after you.
I'm glad you're here. Everybody wants to know, why'd you walk away from $50 million?
I wasn't walking away from the money. I was walking away from the circumstances with the newfound plateau.
Yeah.
It was completely outside of my frame of reference. I've been in show business since I was 14. I've heard the stories, seen these kinds of things play out in front of me.
He wasn't just talking. Dave brought up Mariah Carey's sudden breakdown after that monster deal, and Martin Lawrence running through the streets waving a piece, yelling that people were trying to take him out. He saw what fame could do to folks in real time, and he got out before it swallowed him whole.
I mean, you see before, look, Mariah Carey made a $100 million deal, and 3 months later, she's all of a sudden mysteriously crazy. Or Martin Lawrence punches through and he's waving a gun on the street screaming, they're trying to me.
Yeah, we hear those stories.
And it always happens around the time in their career where it seems as though they're crossing over the next plateau.
So now everyone's asking, why is Dave suddenly kicking it with Diddy of all people? One of the top dogs in that same twisted Hollywood system he used to call out? That's the question that's got fans shook. Then Katt Williams came through and lit the match during his viral Club Shay interview. He didn't hold back. He straight up said that Diddy's deals always come with strings attached. He hinted at all kinds of shady stuff, manipulation, control, and even darker things that have now surfaced in court with real receipts. Katt even joked that he turned down $50 million, not once, but 4 times just to keep his soul clean.
Yeah, that wasn't the thing. It wasn't, people say that, he lost $50 million. No, that's not even close to what happened to this dude. And until you understand what happened to the dude, you don't understand what happened. Like, no, not they offered him $50 million and he turned it down. Who gonna turn down $50 million? Now, I've had to turn down $50 million 4 times. 4 times. Just to protect my integrity and that virgin hole I was telling you about. Right, because P. Diddy be wanting to party. And you gotta tell him no. You got to tell him no. I did. See, I got the receipts for everything I'm telling you. That's why I can say them so freely.
Kid, I need to know. You here, get your number.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
So how's it that Dave, the same dude who used to warn everybody about these Hollywood traps, is now all quiet and cozy with the same powerful figures he once exposed? Fans are looking at this like something's definitely not right. Katt might have been cracking jokes, but the truth behind his words hit hard. He basically said, if you don't play their game, they can't control you. But once you start rubbing shoulders with the power players like Diddy, you either fall in line or they come for you. And that's exactly what folks think is happening right now. Ever since Dave went radio silent, his fame's been skyrocketing. Meanwhile, Katt, he's been catching heat left and right. It's like Dave cashed in, while Katt paid the price for keeping it real. But what really made fans start side-eyeing Dave was what came after Katt's explosive interview. During a surprise stand-up set, Dave clapped back hard. He called out Katt for exposing too many secrets, especially ones that made other black comedians look bad. That's what had everybody shook. Dave, the same guy who used to go at the whole system, no filter, is now defending the very folks Katt was calling out.
He only eats the niggas. He didn't say anything about any of these white boys. And none of these white boys like that. And Katt is one of the best painters in the game. So why are you drawing all ugly pictures of us? Stop. And Katt and hurt people, but I'm a hurt person that never hurt people. And he does it all the time. This one and that one and this one. But nigga, I didn't hear anything that you did wrong. You didn't do nothing wrong.
It felt backwards. Fans weren't having it. This is the same Dave who built Chappelle's show on dragging black elites, mocking power, and flipping the script. Now suddenly Katt's too far? That switch up didn't sit right? Even Katt seemed blindsided. In a follow-up with the New York Times, he said he never believed Dave would turn on him. There's no big dogs for them to call other than Chappelle, Katt said, and Chappelle would never cross me. Then he added, and he did. This wasn't just comedy beef, it hit deeper. Loyalty, principles, and the unspoken code got tested. And what stung more? During that same Club Shay interview, Katt wasn't just talking about race, he was going after the whole system, the real machine behind the curtain. But sides, there's God's side, and then there's the other side, and we don't mess with the other side. That line hit different.
Came in this business saying I was gonna expose. When I talked about Michael Jackson, when I talked about R. Kelly, they canceled me for these things because why would you talk about another black dude? Race is not where the line is drawn. It's God's side and the other side. And we don't care nothing about the other side. Period. All of these big dick deviants is all catching hell in 2024. It's up for all of them. It don't matter if you Diddy or whoever you is. TG Jakes, any of them. All lies will be exposed. That's all. And anyone who takes that the wrong way, know why they take it the wrong way.
Because it meant something. Now with Dave first popping up next to Diddy, then going completely silent right after Diddy got arrested, fans are shook. The whole thing's got people confused, and more than a few are seriously worried. With how this industry deals with voices that speak too loud or step out of line, some are even scared Dave might be in real danger. One person said it best, Chappelle's last Netflix special left me wondering what happened. Say it ain't so, Dave, so sad. Another dropped this bomb. Diddy got something on Dave. So what do you think is going on with this wild new chapter in comedy? Is Dave just laying low, or is something way deeper going on behind the scenes? If you're all about uncovering what others won't talk about, then hit that like, smash subscribe, and drop a comment with your take on this madness. And don't forget, there's another video waiting for you right now. See you in the next one.